Alright, hey, hi, hello. How's it going, guys? My name is ZetaRayZod, and welcome back to more Beacon Pines. Now, before I begin, be sure to like, subscribe, and get that bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. So, last we left off, we were stuck in a treehouse surrounded by all those clipboard dudes, right? But we chose to fight, and didn't pan out well, so we went a different route. The one where we went to the warehouse without Rollo, but instead of choosing the change charm, we chose the struggle charm, and we managed to get away. So now we're in that timeline where Rollo was fine. So we spoke to him, and we said we'll fill him in on the details tonight at the treehouse. And along the way, we were kind of delivering jam for Gran, and we met Beck again in different circumstances, and now we're hanging out in her house. So let's keep going. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
Alright.
Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with a hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone. Not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Catch up with Rollo at the treehouse. Alright, here we go. Oh, hey. Hey, Don. Tracking down a lead? You bet. I heard a juicing you a rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as a ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo. So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yep. Or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did she find all this out? Good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Cool. Look at those funky mushrooms. Wait, can I go here? Better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Alright. It's a cozy little village. She's still reading. Holy cow. He met his old friend's eyes. I was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens. It's no time for fractured friendships. Rollo's gonna be mad. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume that means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to. You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir, very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there's a little rainstorm, maybe we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir, we'll work till the task's done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Don't be suspicious. That's suspicious AF. Rollo, you still up there? I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rollo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, the storm rolled in out of nowhere. I got stuck after dinner at Beck's house.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing your parents that she made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? Jeez, Rollo, chill. It's not like that, Rollo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise, but you took so long the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word, because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your grand doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rollo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa's right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop calling your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa's still around.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca, good night, Rollo. Damn. Dang it. That was too far. Grandma isn't even in her bed. Where's Grandma? Thinks I'm going to festival and he could shove it. What am I doing? I can't get in bed. What am I doing? Am I writing something? Oh.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Ball. Rollo. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend? Oh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. Oh wait, maybe I gotta kick it downstairs. Dang it, how do can I? Oh, I know, I'll just go to sleep. Guess we're just never supposed to make new friends. Weep. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've gotta run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. Rollo thinks I'm still gonna go to the festival and he can shove it. Okay, I'm not going down there then. What do I do? What the frick am I supposed to be doing? I guess go back to bed.
Luca dozed off again.
Luca? I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Yeah, there's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. kick it there. Yeah.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
Complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca, who's that? Another little friend came to see you. Girl named Beck Modeville. She said you met yesterday. What did she say? She here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh, she seems nice. Yeah, you had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. Does she stay in here too? I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want to bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all, and allowed his weary eyes to close.
Bedtime again,
Luca
just like right on the
stood in a
hardcover.
vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
What the frick?
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him.
This is like this reminds me of the Star Wars. Well, you know when is it spoilers? It's such an old movie. When Luke fought with Darth Vader and then we lopped his head off and then the helmet broke apart and it's Luke's face.
Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar.
Oh man, what if it's the mom
As
under the
if he'd
hazmat
caught
suit?
his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Lucas staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Well, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, it's Gran. No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Accept. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? Guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better for corn dogs. I need to get going now. Get some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright. I love you, Luca. Love you too. Ah, Gran.
Luca took a deep breath.
Some wisdom. Okay.
Chapter 6. Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Okay. I'm just looking back and see, like... Break. Why is some of them a question mark? I don't get it. I don't know why it's a question mark. Okay, let's just go back. We'll wing it as we go along. I'm sure there's choices here and there. Oh, there you are. Luca, Rollo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
Space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. Our goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Space adventure, though you needn't buy it, if you be brave, go somewhere quiet. Library. Ha-ah! I just said that out of the whim, but that makes sense. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an XUV. And it's not just the beetles. This morning couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Welcome to our festival! Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech and the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. Alright. Unique New York. Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta liver up the old gap box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Well, break a leg. Give me the gift of the grip of sock. I think that's what he said. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing this ridiculous festival. Totally. Town's still falling apart. The weather's still cruddy. This season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pander is going to change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fits. I'm still going to be mad at them. Just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. Good point. 8. Moving. Alright.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey Jeff, everything alright? Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Alright. Haha, every single time. Yep. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Okay. How come some of them are more normal than others? You're here. I'm most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. No. Oh shit, for once she has nothing to say. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I want to see what all the festival fuss is about. I can't help but notice you still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True. So what you got in there? Books? Duh. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the fall harvest. I had my doubts about perennial harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. Do they? Okay, saying it out again. Hi, Luca. How's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing.
Sorry all became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. What? Griffin? Something I don't know. Wait, hold up. Let's go this way. She's sleeping again. I've got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival's for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped with a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? Special guest? Who? I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. Interesting. Hey, Luca. So you're done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all. Oh. Huh? Luca, did you know that Beacon Pine's actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Wow, yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations. Uh-huh, that's great. Census taking, emergency services. Okay, so we're not so we don't have a federal government then. Okay, from what I gather, kind of seems like I'm being led on a goose chase or a treasure hunt, scavenger hunt. I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. Oh, I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now, will you tell me what you needed it for? It's a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. Oh, damn, was she the one in the suit? But she would have known it was me. The library. Somewhere quiet. Yeah, I know. I knowed you. Hey, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo, deciphering the first riddle. Okay, the first. Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
On planet Farpool, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. Alright, when you find it, bring it here to me verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. On planet Farpool, you may take issue when the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue. Okay, so it's the fifth issue, but what the frick? Where do I find that? I think you would know, right? Hi, Jace. Still working through a news Hank Atomic? You know it. Some fascinating canon to it in the end. Did you know Hank Atomic shrink rate doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else. Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Alright, sorry.
Luca grabbed the modern science of it.
Once you got a book, you bring it back. No.
Luca grabbed the.
No, I don't want that.
Luca grabbed natural.
This one. Wait. Fifth king dies, you need a tissue.
Luca grabbed natural.
Wait, what else is there?
Luca grabbed the adventures of Hank. Luca grabbed the adventures.
This one. Ah, you found
Kato
it.
removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, Issue 5.
Yeah.
Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo cipher pen. Dude, if you write in a book, that's not nice. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently you traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Part of his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rollo. Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a grift.
He continued flipping.
Only found in grub cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in grub cart? Griffin's grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then? Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. Oh, so I went at it earlier then. So after Griffin is the shit, what's her name? The one at the up there at the cafe. All right, Griff. Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo come?
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck. It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rollo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain, up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
It's gonna be a whole thing. Yeah, I know where to go next. But after that, I'm not sure. Oh, shit. Alright. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rollo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Hard. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. What takes flight but has no wings? Oh, is it mission control? It's gotta be mission control, right? I'm assuming it's mission control. Oh, he's right here! I'm not gonna talk to him right now, because I think now's a good time to leave this episode off here. Well, I guess balloons do fly without wings, so there you go. But alright, in the newext episode, we'll make amends with Rollo, which I think is what's gonna happen, and then we'll find out the overarching plot. I'm assuming something bad is gonna happen during the festival. And everything revolves around the festival. So if we fail in this one, I think we have to start again at a different path, I think. But we'll see what happens. So for now, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, be sure to like, subscribe, and get that bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. As always, be safe, take care, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace!